The main symbol of Halloween is a gutted pumpkin with a lit candle inside, which is called Jack's lamp. But where did this name come from? The tradition of carving a lantern from a pumpkin has a centuries-old history and, according to one version, goes back to the Irish legend about Merchant Jack, who managed to deceive the devil himself twice, and for this he received a promise from him not to attempt on his soul. The money-hungry blacksmith drinker Jack once offered the ruler of the underworld to drink with him in an inn. When it was time to pay, the enterprising Irishman asked the devil to turn a coin, after which Jack quickly put it in his pocket where the silver cross was just lying. The devil was trapped, and no matter how hard he tried, he could not take his original form. In the end, the devil achieved his release by promising in return not to touch Jack for a whole year, and also not to claim his soul after his death. For the second time, the cunning blacksmith fooled the gullible Satan by asking him to climb a tree for fruit. As soon as the unclean climbed onto a spreading branch, Jack scratched a cross on the trunk. So he bargained for another 10 years of carefree life. Jack could not take advantage of the privileges he received as a drinker, because he died soon after. After death, the sinner was not allowed into paradise. Neither God nor the devil needed Jack. The restless Irishman, waiting for the day of judgment, was forced to wander the earth, lighting his way with a piece of coal, which the devil finally threw to him. Jack put the smoldering flame in an empty turnip and set off on a journey. Hence the name Jack's lamp. Remembering this legend, in Ireland and Scotland, people cut out terrible weapons from the ones that grew there. They hammered rap and potatoes, put stubs inside, and put a lamp amulet on the windowsills and at the entrance doors in order to scare away Jack's wandering soul and other evil spirits. These traditions are still alive, but Halloween is not as popular in the UK as in the USA, where it was brought in the 19th century by Irish immigrants from the UK. There, Irish customs quickly changed under the influence of local culture, and an American version of the holiday appeared, where the pumpkin, popular in those parts, replaced the turnip. And now, even in the foggy Albion, by October 31, special farms are growing up to 50 varieties of pumpkin. For example, Englishman Ralph Upton, the owner of a well-known farm called Pumpkin Cottage, has been growing pumpkins for 40 years, sowing his 6 acres with 20,000 seeds every year. For Halloween, Ralph and his friends create a pumpkin mural on the roof of the barn. The popularity of the holiday is such that, according to the BBC, in 2007, US citizens spent about $5 billion on Halloween. 6 million people bought costumes of witches and wizards, 2 million pirate dresses. Halloween treats were purchased for 100 million. For Americans, October 31 is one of the most popular days of the year. It is celebrated by more than 70% of citizens. Halloween is celebrated in many countries of the world: in the UK and Russia, in Canada and the USA, in Germany and France, in Latin America and Spain. This is a universal masquerade ball where adults can afford to have fun like children, and where the world is turned upside down. The dead become alive, and the sad become joyful. In a word, Halloween is a revolt of modern man against the total orderliness of life. Wearing masks and armed with pumpkins, people plunge into another world where natural boundaries are violated.